Hey everyone, it's Greg from dearblogger.org, and in this video I want to show you how to create this very simple e-commerce website with a few features borrowed from Amazon.com, and most importantly your own online store shop page where you can add your own products and rearrange your own products and ultimately collect real sales from paying customers. My hope is that you'll experience the glory of seeing sales in your inbox each morning, like this one from an e-commerce website I built a little while ago called comfyanimals.com, and that you'll get started sooner rather than later. No one's made an e-commerce video this fast before, but if you're someone that's created a nice product or just has a good idea that you want to try selling online, there's nothing that should hold you back, especially not a tutorial that's too long. So I hope you'll stick around and watch this video or even share it with your friends that have their own products. And at the end, when we're all done, I'll break up my credit card and make a real sale to this website to show you that it can collect money via credit card, debit card, and PayPal, just like a normal website would. Simply put, you and I as small business owners cannot create the next Amazon.com. Amazon took over 20 years, thousands of people, and lots of coding in languages like Java, C++, SQL, and Linux to build. So how do we build a site that functions like Amazon without code so that even if we're total beginners that don't have any previous website experience, we can get the website built and start selling things online? Fortunately, there are other solutions, aka other e-commerce platforms, which Forbes has ranked for us. And what they found was that it was ultimately a tie between Shopify and WooCommerce, where Forbes recommended Shopify if you're a big company with lots of products, clients, and traffic, and WooCommerce if you're a smaller store that's just in need to sell a few things and sell them right. The difference they didn't mention, however, is that Shopify costs a whopping $29 a month, and WooCommerce is free. So in this tutorial, we're going to use WooCommerce. Although it's kind of a goofy name, WooCommerce, believe it or not, powers over 37% of all online stores. And I'm going to show you how it's incredibly easy to use and set up. In order to use WooCommerce, we need WordPress, and that means WordPress.org. So our first order of business is going to be installing WordPress.org onto our own domain name and our hosting. And all things aside, if you're going to enter the web and get involved in e-commerce, it's a good idea to have a WordPress site up and running so you can experiment with things like online marketing, blogging, advertising, and building your audience on the web's most popular CMS or content management system. With that said, let's look at the steps we need to take to get our website online in this video. And keep in mind that if you were to hire a web developer to do this for you instead, depending on where you live, it could cost you anywhere from a few $100s to a few $1,000s, and you wouldn't even know how things work when they're all done. Most of the stuff we do in this tutorial will be free, however we do need to buy a domain name and hosting. That's the necessary foundation to install WordPress and proceed building our website. However, just because domain name and hosting cost money, that doesn't mean they're expensive, and I'm going to show you how to register both of them for about $5 per month, which in the website world is extremely affordable. Next, once that's done, we're going to install WordPress, which is free. WordPress.org is free open source software. Then we're going to install a free theme called Virtue, which is also free in WordPress. And once that's ready to go, we're going to install the WooCommerce WordPress plugin. You could call it a plugin or you could call it software. It's the same thing in WordPress and it's also free. And then lastly, because we're going to build the website together, we'll see how to do all of it for free and learn some cool tricks too. Alright, with all that said, if you're ready to begin, I'm ready to begin. Go get yourself a coffee or whatever it is you like to drink, and let's head over to where we're going to register our domain name and hosting. Fortunately, we can get both of these things at hostgator.com. So just enter that in your Google or type it in your browser and head over to hostgator.com. To get the cheapest hosting plan, click Web Hosting, and then click Choose a Plan. And once you do that, choose the hatchling plan right here, and click Sign Up Now. This is going to let us host one domain, but if you want to host more domains later, you can upgrade your plan to a baby plan, for example. In the HostGator order form step 1, choose a domain and use the tab on the left to register a new domain name. HostGator will check to see that this domain is available, and if it is, you're good to go. If you're going to use a domain name you already bought in advance, then click on the tab to the right and enter your domain name here. Next, scroll down and uncheck Add Domain Privacy Protection. We don't want to pay for that now and can always add it later. Next, in step 2, choose a hosting plan. Choose package type hatchling, and then in billing cycle, choose 12 months at whatever price it shows you right here, which I'm going to show you how to reduce. Choose 12 months so that you can build your e-commerce website and sit back and do everything WordPress without having to worry about renewing your hosting. Having a WordPress website is always a necessity for online business, so the only better options here would be 36 months or 24 months, but we're going to go with just 12 months for now. And by the way, that's how I first started when I got involved in online business. And if you're worried that you might not make any sales in the first few months, then feel free to try out things like affiliate marketing or advertising on your blog in the meanwhile before those sales start coming in. Now enter in a username and security PIN. In step 3, enter your billing info just as you would at any major online store, and choose PayPal or credit card. In step 4, add additional services. We're going to do the opposite and remove additional services. We want to keep our costs low, and you can always add these features later on by contacting HostGator support chat, which is, by the way, an amazing service. In step 5, enter a coupon code. Write in my exclusive coupon code, Dear Blogger 2015, which is only available to my audience. And when you click validate, watch the green totals right here, which is what you pay, go down, and the discount right here go up. So just click validate, and this will ensure that you get the largest possible discount at HostGator. There you go. Using this awesome coupon also gives me a small commission from HostGator at no extra cost to you, which I really appreciate. It's just one way that I keep making these videos and keep making them free for everyone to use. And it looks like we need to find one more additional services, which snuck in there. Uncheck that, and when you see your total under $60, you know you're good to go. Doing some quick math of 60 divided by 12 will get us a number under $5, and that way we can ensure that we're paying less than $5 a month for our amazing domain name at HostGator and our amazing HostGator hosting. The tutorial will now shift to your inboxes, so double check that you wrote your email correctly above in step 3, and once you've done so, check this box and click Checkout Now. Alright, great job so far. Here I am now in my inbox, and we want to find an email that looks like this from HostGator. It's usually called Your Account Info. And we're going to use this email to install WordPress. Open up that information. If you registered your domain name somewhere other than HostGator, like at GoDaddy for example, you now need to enter in your first name server and your second name server at that particular domain name registrar to connect your domain name with your hosting. And then come back here and proceed with these steps. But if you got your domain name at HostGator, you don't need to do that. The next step to proceed is to copy our password from this email. Remember your username right here, which we chose in the HostGator order form, and now click on the Your Control Panel link. Now log into cPanel with your information from your HostGator email. Click Login, and welcome to cPanel, which has been the best tool and dashboard for installing websites for many, many years right now. It's also known as the back end at HostGator, but don't worry, no coding, just clicking. Follow me down to where it says Quick Install in Software Services and click on this clock icon. Now scroll down and click on this dark blue box where it says Install WordPress. There are some premium options where Quick Install will install WordPress for you and give you a bunch of stuff along with it, but we're not going to fall for that. We're going to click this gray button that says Install WordPress right here. Next, we want to click on this drop down arrow and find our domain name. And to ensure that everything works properly, enter in your main email right here, along with a blog title, admin user, which you'll use to log into WordPress every time, so make it something memorable, and your first name and last name. And make sure to leave this box where it says install path here blank. Don't write anything here. Alright, when your screen is looking like my screen, except for with your information entered in, it's now time to click Install WordPress. So let's do that. Install WordPress. No thanks. Your install is running. And your install is complete. Click here to view your notifications. Click View Credentials. Let's copy our new WordPress password and click on the admin area link. And if it doesn't work right away, it's just because your files are settling nicely into place so your website is perfect. Please everyone bookmark this link so you don't need to type it in the future. There we go. Done. And now let's log into WordPress for your very first time. But not my very first time, although it's great to do it again. Log in. Great job. You now have a WordPress website up and running, and it might not look like much, but you probably saved yourself at least $200 to $500 that a web developer would charge you. Alright, I think we just crossed the 10-minute mark there, which is the original goal for this tutorial while we were installing WordPress. I hope you guys don't mind though, because what I'm going to show you now is how to add amazing features that can power up your WordPress websites and make you go from a beginner WordPresser to more like an intermediate WordPresser. Sorry this is taking a little bit longer than planned, but I know it'll be worth it. Alright, with your fresh new WordPress websites, let's close up the notifications we see on this screen, the dashboard home screen. We can see we're in dashboard home. And we'll just dismiss all the notices from the different plugins that come pre-installed with WordPress. And then click here so that we get rid of the coming soon page and we can see our changes as we make them. We can then go to the click here button to view our site, and we'll see that WordPress comes with the default blog format. When you install WordPress, you get the default blog format, but we're going to change all of this. We're going to change the whole look and make it into a website. So let's do it. As we build, you might want to keep a home screen tab open here and a dashboard screen tab open here so you can click back and forth. That's up to you. And we can also close the quick install marketplace because that information is emailed to us. I'm going to keep the tabs as simple as possible. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is change our password in case we get logged out. Go to Users, click on Edit on your username, and scroll down and click Generate Password for a new password. And then write over it with something that you'll remember. And I'll be changing that later, of course. And you can also change your dashboard color scheme on this page if you'd like. Alright, and update profile. Now we see a red number 4 in plugins, so let's click plugins and see what that's all about. What that number 4 means is that we need to take action and update some of our plugins. But in our case, I'm actually going to delete every plugin we see here so that all of us can start from exactly the same page, literally and metaphorically, and that all of us building this website are in the same place. So we want to click this box at the top next to the word plugin to highlight all, and let's click deactivate and apply. You need to first deactivate a plugin before you can delete it. Now we can select all again and delete and apply. I'm going to show you a new set of plugins to use that will make our website even better. Click yes, delete these files. Excellent. Now let's click on appearance and let's change the theme, also known as the entire look of our website. We have 3 themes available right now, which are the default themes that WordPress comes with, but we want to click add new. In this section, you can browse and choose from hundreds of free themes that WordPress comes with. You can check out popular themes, latest themes, favorites if you've set favorites, or you can search themes for keywords like coffee or real estate or fashion. And you can try out any sort of new look that you think would fit your site just by clicking on a theme, reading about it if you'd like, and checking out the preview, and then clicking install and then activating the theme. But let's X out and find the theme that we want. In the search bar on the right, type in Virtue and click enter. Alright, and here she is. Virtue is the theme we want to install on our WordPress website because it's simple, easy to use, and just plain works, especially with e-commerce. So click install and then click activate. And with the simple click of a button, we can see that our site has changed. When we visit the Home tab and check out the home page, our site already looks different. And I really hope you're starting to behold the wonders of WordPress. Alright, so we're on a roll, and if you're okay with it, why don't we keep going? Let's click on the Dashboard tab up here. We can see the dashboard or speedometer icon, which will become a home icon because this would take us to the home, and before it would take us to the dashboard. Pretty cute. And now let's click on plugins and supercharge our websites. And once you click on plugins, there's a useful notification at the top. Most notifications I find aren't useful, but this one is. And we do want to install the Virtue Pinnacle toolkit. So click begin installing plugin and then install it. And we'll get some prepackaged goodies that our Virtue theme comes with, courtesy of the awesome theme developers at Cadence Themes. We can see that under our Appearance tab now, we don't have something called Theme Options. But when we go to Plugins, and when we activate this Virtue Pinnacle toolkit, activate, now in Appearance, we do have a section called Theme Options, which is going to be highly useful to our web design. And we'll play around there in a little bit. For now, let's finish installing our plugins. So click on Plugins, Add New, and I want to introduce you to a few more amazing plugins I've used over the years. The first one is called Page Builder. So just click Enter after searching for Page Builder, and install now on Page Builder by Site Origin, which is the most popular drag and drop page builder to create, well, any page on your site. And activate. Great job. Great job, and one more plugin for now. Just click Add New, and I wonder if you can guess what we're going to install. It's going to be WooCommerce, the free e-commerce solution that we saw at the beginning of the video. And I'll try to say a little bit less so you can just sit back and behold the wonders of WooCommerce when we click Install Now. Activate. Let's go. And this is where the fun really begins, in the WooCommerce setup wizard. When we click Continue on Page Setup, all the pages our site needs to carry out real transactions and to process payments will be set up for us automatically. So let's click Continue. We can see my mouse is thinking, but let's continue now because this is so much fun. Choose your state. And your currency, and click Continue. And now let's check yes, I will be shipping physical goods in case you do want to do that, and click Continue. And now it's time to check how you want to receive your payments. We just want PayPal Standard, check payments, bank transfer, and cash on delivery. But in fact, to make it simple for people, I'm just going to have PayPal Standard set up, which will allow people to pay via debit, credit, or their PayPal balance. And it'll keep it simple and let people know how they should pay us through this site. And continue. And we're all done in the wizard, so click Create Your First Product. Now I'll show you how to make our store's very first product. Dismiss on the notifications because I'm going to show you everything. We need a product name, Women's Wikipedia t-shirt, And in this large white text box, you can choose to enter some information about the product in the text tab or the visual tab. Visual is a lot more like Microsoft Word, so we'll use that. Scrolling down, we can set the price of our product in the regular price bar, $15. We can also set a product category by clicking Add New Product Category and typing in women's, as well as t-shirts, and click Add New Product Category each time. Finally, our product needs a product image, which will be the thumbnail people see in our shop page to choose this product and click on it. What I've done is taken some high-resolution photos on my phone and uploaded them to the web in a perfect size for this website already for you to use. To get those images, just click the down bar that says Show More below this video, and this is just an example video from one of my other courses. And in that section, you'll see a place where it says Download Images, and click on the link after Download Images. Once you do that, my demo images will download to your desktop and you can use them. Next, just click on the .zip file you just downloaded to open up those images and to use them. You can see me clicking in the lower left hand corner of the screen, which will open up and unzip the demo images folder. Then we can X out and you can start using those images. Just click Select Files in your WordPress and navigate to wherever that folder is, probably in your downloads. Double click it, then select all, and I'm going to click Enter on my keyboard. And WordPress will upload 4 photos that are perfect for your e-commerce website, just to try out for fun. Of course, let's choose the Women's Wikipedia t-shirt. It'll be check marked, and then click Set Product Image. Now our product is ready to go, and we're going to publish it, so click on the blue Publish button. And this product will come to life. And once you publish your first product, you can click View Product. And voila, you've set up your very first e-commerce product in your online store. But how will people get to this product to buy it? If we click on the text logo, it'll take us back to the home page, and there's really no link to that product unless you want to just type it in manually, which we don't. So what we need to do is create a menu of the different pages like our shop in our navigation. To create a menu, click back to the dashboard, and then hover over Appearance and click Menus. And give our menu a name. We're going to call this Primary Navigation, but you can call it whatever you want. And click the blue Create Menu button. Once you do that, you'll get this blank canvas, and it's time to start adding tabs to the menus. Now this was super confusing when I first learned WordPress because it's one of those things that just comes naturally over time. What we want to do in the Pages area right here on the left, which I'm opening up, is click View All to see all the pages our site has. And now we'll click Select All. Alright, and we'll uncheck the sample page. We don't want that. And now we can just click Add to Menu, and our menu will start being created. Next, when we hover on these menu tabs, we can click in and drag and reposition them. And we can also open up an individual tab and change what it'll say on the homepage of our site. For example, I want your cart and your account instead of my account because that's how Amazon does it. And we'll put checkout at the very end. Lastly, we need to tell the menu where to go, and I want to choose theme locations of primary navigation and footer navigation. And then we can click Save. And now when we visit our homepage, we can see that we have a beautiful navigation menu that people can start using, and they can click on the different tabs like Shop to check out our products. And this menu is also positioned conveniently in the footer. As beautiful as the demo slider from Virtue Themes is, we want to change it now. So let's visit Theme Options and set up our own image slider. Welcome to Theme Options. In this section, we want to click on Home Slider Settings. Choose a home slider of Flex Slider, and then click on New Slide to open it up, and click Upload. Conveniently enough, the two images I set up from the download are perfect for the slider. Select one, and close this slide, and then click Add Slide, select another, click Upload, and then let's add those kittens. And both of these images are 1600 pixels wide by 800 pixels tall, which I know are perfect dimensions for this particular image slider. You can change how long it takes these sliders to move back and forth, and this is in milliseconds, so that would be 5 seconds. And you can change things like the transition type. Let's set the max slider height to 600 pixels, and let's save changes. Now when we view our home page, we can see we've created our very own working image slider. Cool. To create your own content on the home page below the image slider, we need to actually create a new page called Front Page. So let's hover on the New tab in the upper navigation and click Page. And we're going to do something pretty simple, which is just set up a page called Front Page. And publish. There we go. So we're getting used to publishing pages. Once you publish this page, it's time to go to Settings. And in Settings, we want to click on Reading. And in Reading, we want to change the front page displays from your latest post to a static page, which will give us more control over what's on that home page or front page. And make front page, the page we just made. That way, when we add content to this front page, it'll show up automatically on our home page. And we won't see those latest posts anymore. Save changes. And when we go back to the home page, now our front page looks a little different. Come back to Theme Options with me. And now let's go to Home Layout. And I want to get rid of Page Title so it doesn't say Front Page on the home page. Drag Page Title from Enabled to Disabled. And if you want, you can also add more features like Portfolio Carousel to the enabled column. But for now, we just want page content. Save changes. Click back to the home page of our site, and we can see that now all we have on the home page is pretty much good stuff. We have our text logo, our navigation menu, and our image slider. And the name of the game now is going to be to add content to the front page. So let's click Edit Page, because we're on the front page. And now click on the Page Builder tab, which we have because we installed the Page Builder plugin by Site Origin. And I'm going to show you how to leverage drag and drop technology on your WordPress website. What we want to do is click on Row, and a row of 2 columns, 50%, 50% is perfect. So click Insert. But you can change those column widths and change how many columns there are if you want. We can see we can select the different columns. And on the left, we just want some text. So with that selected, click Add Widget, and click Site Origin Editor. And now open it up, and it's going to say we need to install a 4th plugin, which is the Widgets bundle. So let's do it. This is recommended and extremely useful. Click on that, install and activate plugin. And now this page needs to know that that plugin has been activated because right now it doesn't know that. So let's click Done and Update. And by clicking Update, we'll actually refresh the page as well. So now when we click Site Origin Editor, it works, and we get the rich Microsoft Word editor, and we can add in some content for the home page. And all I've written here is just some dummy text filled with little suggestions of what you might want to say and tell your visitors on your site to do in this little text area. We can create a header by highlighting some text, clicking Toggle Toolbar, and now you get the paragraph, and we want heading 2. And we'll click Done. Perfect. Very nice. Now let's update this page. And when we click to the home page, we can see we now have a nice text box below our image slider. If we click to a page like Shop, we'll see that there's a annoying index.php in our link structure, and we want those links simplified without that index.php because Google likes simple. To get rid of that, visit our dashboard, hover over settings and click permalinks, and then choose post name for common settings and save changes. Great job. To insert a clickable button below our text area on the home page, click Edit Page, and now highlight the column so it's dark blue and click Add Widget and click Site Origin Button. Hover so you get the Super Mario hand and click, and set up some button text of Visit Shop. Now let's open our site in a new page and grab the link to our shop page. You can just right click on shop and copy link address. Come back and paste this in destination URL. We can now choose an icon. We can choose from many preset icons, but we just want the standard shopping cart right here. And that's good for now. So let's click Done and Update. And now when we refresh our homepage, we'll see we've created a nice clickable button that we can use to visit the shop and that our customers can use more importantly. To insert a video next to this homepage text area in this open white space, we first need to find the video on YouTube. Of course, I like selecting YouTube videos. And I'm going to search for a video called Start a Blog Part 2 that talks about how to make a living blogging and how to make a living on WordPress. I just thought that information might be useful to you guys. To embed the video, click Share, click Embed, and then copy the section which is known as an iframe. You don't really need to know that, just make sure that all the code in this section is highlighted. And this is really the extent of the coding that we're doing in this tutorial. Not bad. Now come back to the site and click on the column on the right and click Add Widget. And choose yourself a site origin editor. Get the Super Mario glove to open up this section. And now we want to click Text tab. We want to be in the Text tab if we're pasting in code generated from another website or any code in general. Right click and paste. And done. And if you want to get really clever, we can reopen this section, and I want to change the width of this from 560, which YouTube presets for us, to 100%, so that this YouTube video will be responsive on any sort of device, and it'll change sizes depending on a user's screen. Pretty clever. And update. And refresh. Great job. Lastly, we want to make the header area of our website pretty because it's the first part of our website that people will see most often. It is above the fold and it needs to be pretty. So let's click Theme Options, Main Settings, and let's write in a site tagline below the logo. Great. Save changes. In Theme Options, we can also go to Top Bar Settings, and we want to use the top bar icon menu just because it's a nice little style feature. Click on and save changes. Just a little feature that could differentiate our site from the competition. If you want to use the top bar icon menu, you can click on this tab that looks a lot like that image slider and select an icon. I'm going to hit Control Find and look up Facebook and get the Facebook icon side. And then I'm going to write in the link to my Facebook page. And we'll see what happens when we do that. Let's also open this link in a new tab. Alright, and save changes. I also want to go to Menu Settings and make our navigation menu a little bit larger. In font size, replace 12 with 16. And save changes. And finally, I want to go to Settings, General, and fix that typo. Of course, I had to have one typo in our site title. Perfect. And save changes. Now when we visit our homepage, we'll see a few nice changes in the header, like the Facebook icon, the Your Cart icon that people can click to get to the cart, and our header looks beautiful and pretty on every page on the site. Great job, guys. You're doing really great work here. Believe it or not, our site now already contains a few features that resemble Amazon.com, like the search bar in the header, the image slider gallery, and the Your Cart and Your Account pages. This Your Account page is particularly cool, I think, because when we're logged out, users will have the option to either sign in as a repeated customer or register to your site as a new user. And of course, you want that registration form to be prominent. You want a lot of users on your site that sign up. Let's quickly edit this page so it says Your Account and matches the navigation menu title, and update. Alright, we're almost done with our tutorial, and what I was going to do at the end is buy from this site to show you that your website really works and that it can accept real money payments from your customers whenever you're ready to launch it, which could be right now. So here I am trying to buy a Women's Wikipedia t-shirt. I can click Add to Cart, or I can click the thumbnail image to view it, and I want to choose the size because if I buy the t-shirt, I of course would want it to fit. To add different options to your product, like size, we need to go back to the dashboard. And size is just an example. You could add something like weight or length or color, low fat, regular, anything like that. We need to go to products, attributes to do this. And once we're in products attributes, you just need to give the different option category a name. In our case, that's pretty easy, size. Alright, but if you wanted to call it something like color, you would put that here, or length, and so on. We're going to do size and leave all this blank. Make sure in type it says select, so we get a drop down menu, and click add attribute. Once that's done, we need to go to products, and you can click on your product, the t-shirt. And now we need to change the product from a simple product in product data to a variable product, because this product has more variables now. We're going to set up sizes. Next, click on attributes, and in the custom product attribute dropdown, choose size or whatever you made and click add. Now click add new right here to add the different options for size. We want small, okay, add new, medium, okay, add new, and large. Okay. Now check used for variations and click save attributes. Alright, after you do this, click on variations, and in this drop down, choose create variations from all attributes and click go, and click OK. 3 variations added, perfect, and click OK. And now all we need to do is open up each variation like large and set a price, because variation price is required, $15. And at this point you could set different prices for your different sizes or for your different options. But we're going to stick with 15 for each different kind of the shirt. 15. And you could of course set up the other options on the screen too if you wanted. Save changes. Perfect. Last step is to update our product. And now when we view product, you should see a new drop down to let your customers choose the right size. Excellent. Great job. Alright, so now the moment we've all been waiting for, it's time to actually buy from the e-commerce websites and online stores that you and I just made. And I'm going to show you how this all works, and first how to create a coupon so that the price is a little bit lower for us. I'm going to go to new coupon in the upper navigation and type in the coupon. This is the text that someone would enter for a coupon, and we're creating it right now. summer saver. This is a cart discount, and because our t-shirt costs $15, I'm going to make the discount $13, so we only pay $2. And publish. Alright, now let's go back to the store. And in your cart, we have one item added, but hopefully people will be buying lots of items from your store. Remember, the steps we're going through right now are exactly what a customer would do to buy from your store. So put yourself in their shoes, and if you want, you can go through this buying process with me. I'm just doing it now, so you don't have to, and you can know that it works. Alright, and to be 100% complete, there are multiple ways to get to the cart page right here. Your customer could check out their cart in the navigation menu by clicking your cart, or they could be on the shop page, on a product, and after they click add to cart with the right size, they could click this view cart button, or they could click the your cart button we put in the top bar. Either one. In either case, the user experience follows almost identically with Amazon.com. So now we need to modify the quantity to 1, and we need to enter in a coupon as the customer here. Summer saver, and we'd click apply coupon. Alright, but we also needed to hit update cart to update the total of $15, not $30 for 2 shirts. So that's another button I forgot about. Your customer would click update cart if they wanted to modify quantity. Now your customer is going to look at the cart totals and make sure that they look okay, and then click proceed to checkout. Now on the checkout page, the customer will enter in their billing details. So I'm going to do that right now for myself. And once everything's entered, we'll review our order, and in this simplified layout you can see your order right alongside the checkout page and the billing details. And we have one simple payment option where we can pay via PayPal or we can pay with credit card. That instruction alone is almost always enough to tell your customers that the PayPal option is also the credit card and the debit card option. They're all combined into one. But if you want to add a note to this page clarifying that or any other detail, I can show you how to do that as well. Just ask me in the comments. And then to proceed, we need to click proceed to PayPal to complete the purchase. And we'll be redirected to the standard PayPal payment page. We do have a PayPal account, so we could log in right here and pay with PayPal, and it would just take the money out of my bank account. But what we want to do now is pay with an online bank account, debit or credit card. This option right here. So click on that link. That's what we're going to do. Next, I'm going to click debit or credit card. And now enter in my payment details. Alright, so now my credit card information is entered, but this would also be how a customer would pay you with their debit card. You might be wondering if people are used to seeing this page, and I assure you they are. This is how the entire world makes and collects payments with PayPal, and this has been happening long before all the new services like Venmo and others were available. Everyone's done this, and I'm only hiding my information so that my credit card information isn't public online. I'm not doing this to trick you or anything. If this weren't the easiest and quickest way for your online store to collect payments, we wouldn't be doing it. And I'll click this orange button to agree and create account. And we need to enter our debit or credit card information one more time to confirm, and then save and continue. And then note, we don't want PayPal credit right now. And then finally, I'm just going to pay now. Pay our e-commerce website now. And then lastly, it'll tell your customer, thanks for your order. You just completed your payment of however much they just paid your online store. Your transaction ID for this payment is this, although I don't think anyone ever really keeps those, and we'll send you a confirmation email. Pretty nice. So what I'm going to do now is check my email. Remember, I'm also the seller and the store owner, so I want to see the payment that we just received. And we can see with this email at the top that the payment was received and the payment worked. You've got cash, is what PayPal says, and you've received a payment. Just to be complete, the PayPal confirmation email you get might also look like this, depending on whether the customer decides to pay you with credit card or debit card, or with their PayPal account and all that good stuff. In any case, we received payment through our e-commerce website, and now let's check PayPal to see if our money has arrived. So I'll go to paypal.com where you can sign up for free. You should do that right away if you haven't already. Log in, and we can see the transaction at the top, payment received in the amount of $1.64. We can open up the payment details. And the reason we didn't receive the full $2 for that t-shirt is because PayPal charges fees. PayPal charges 2.9% of a sale value and an additional 30 cents for processing e-commerce sales using PayPal. They pass the fee to you and I as the seller. If we did the math on that, we'd have the $2 sale we just made, 2.00 times 0.029% equals about 6 cents, plus an additional 30 cents that PayPal charges, and you get 36 cents. That's $2 minus 36 cents for $1.64 we earned. And what I hope is that as you make larger sales for more valuable goods, that amount that PayPal charges becomes insignificant to you and your business. In any case, our store's first online sale has worked successfully. So great job, everyone. Alright everyone, congratulations on making it through this entire tutorial. Thank you so much for watching because I love making these videos for you guys. It's what I do. You now are the proud owners of a WordPress website and a WordPress e-commerce website or an online store. All I ask now is that you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down button if you're watching this video right now, and that you post a comment and share it to your social media outlets so that the world knows how to make a website the right way without spending thousands of dollars and with learning it yourself. It's really a great feeling, and you can share that with people by just sharing this video. My final tips for you in your e-commerce endeavors with your own online business now are to always be learning. Read blogs, read websites, read the great things that people are truly sharing, probably right at this moment out there. Get started sooner rather than later. Don't use stock images, especially if you own a smartphone with a camera on it. And overall, just try to make the web a better place because you're now a part of it. And for me at least, that sense of community that we all have here is a really great feeling. And it makes me want to do more good every single day. So I hope you feel that too. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you down in the comments below for any help you need or just to chat about websites and blogs. Alright guys, thanks again. Really fun making this. I'll see you later. See ya.